Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a GW Panther, Geschutzwagen Panther. It's the Tier 7 German SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka, and it's under the command of Malkavian STR. Now, I think STR stands for Strasser, but he'll correct me on that someday maybe. Okay, game's underway. Now, you may see that it says Count Dracula on the side of the vehicle, and that's because the common nickname for this vehicle is Count Dracula, with the cape around the turret at the rear. Yes, it does rather look like the vampire Count himself. Well, 15cm gun, capable of 680 alpha, based on the chassis of a Panther tank. It was a proposal to build an Arty, never got put into production, and the main reason for that was the Waffenamt, the German high command on production of machinery, refused to allow their tanks or tank chassis to be turned into Arty. Oh my god, look at that first shot! He fired a round in at that Crusader, hit him in the rear, Klaus Kellerman style, and blew him up with one shot, 380 hit points. Now the skin is freely available for those people who would like to get it. It's freely available to any What Arty Noobs members, and was kindly produced by Sir Rusty, who produces all our skins. Got a T52, just missed him. You can see it's actually got our logo on the back of the vehicle as well, on top of the gun shield. Now, what makes the GW Panther so special is the fact that it's got a turret. It's one of the few Artys in the game that does have one. That's along with the Panzer Selbstfahrerfährte 4B and the M55. Oh, a lovely direct hit there on the Skoda T24. You've got a nice 257 hit points from that shot. And that T52 is continuing to active scout on the centre line. Now the reload time is about 24-25 seconds, which is about standard. That's what you'd expect. It's got good accuracy and a wide field of fire. Oh my god, he's got a bombardier! He took out two enemy tanks with a blind shot. He knew that one of them was there, but he didn't know there were two. And he hit both of them and took them both out. Wow, that's something amazing. A blind bombardier, you don't see that often. It's almost as rare as triple bombardiers. And oh, narrowly missed that T52 again. I mean, he's gone back to looking at the hill because I don't think he can believe that shot. It really was amazing. And there's the enemy GW Panther. Now, which one's he going to go for? I think he's going to go for the GW. He's almost loaded. Work out where it's going. Put the round there. And... oh, it just zinged past the rear of him. Splashed him for 3 hit points and it stunned him. But I'm going to have to wait for the reload again. And it looks like one of our teammates might have hit that GW because a shell came in and there was no explosion. Okay, we're going for the T20. There's also another tank nearby. I think we saw one, a T1 heavy, but... and he gets a direct hit on the T20. Sorry, it was the T1 heavy, because there's no T1 heavies in this game. But on the hill, we've got a Skoda T24, and we've hit that one before. That was the one that we hit for, what was it, 257 hit points last time. He's now basically a one-shot, because if the shell impacts... oh, and just before our shell arrives... oh, I think we almost hit one of our own teammates. And look at the GW Panther. He's now a splash kill, because he's only got, I think it was something like 27 hit points left. So somebody did definitely hit him and hit him hard. And I think he's just in those bushes. We're almost ready to shoot. Rounds out straight away. Well, no, he's moved from that position. He obviously moved because that shell should have killed him. Well, we've got a Type T-34 moving down the railway line. He's getting close. Okay, there's the T-20, the one that we hit earlier. Can we get a shot onto him? And oh no, he took out the Type T34. There's the, oh, there's an M41 HMC Tier 5 American, and he got him with one shot, 230 hit points. So Malkavian's doing very well. He's got 4 kills already, and he's racked up over 1.2k of damage. But unfortunately, the scores are still even. But that shows that he's actually done 66% of the kills for his team already. So his team isn't doing that well in terms of getting kills, because he's the only one who's really doing it. Okay, well, T-3485's come over the ridgeline, takes out the GW Panther. There's that T-52, still running up and down the ridgeline. It really does help, actually, if you lead your target on these things, because you've got to remember there's a long flight time for the shell, but if you can get it right, you can hit them. Round out. Close shot. Splashed him, tracked him, and now he's dead. So, good shot by Malkavian. Sometimes in Arty, all you need to do is just track the enemy, hold him in place long enough that your teammates can then put a shell into him. That's half the trouble. Okay, towards the south, we've got a Wizzy 131 GFT and a Tiger 131. Dialing in on the 131. In fact, dialing on both. Oh, look at that shot. He damaged both of them. 258 against the Tiger 1, 224 against the Wizzy 131. Can we get another shot in? Oh, no, because both of them are killed fairly quickly. In fact, now we're 3 tanks up on the enemy, and we're changing position. Knock a tree over. Shouldn't really do that because it tells the enemy where we are, but there's no RT left on the enemy team, so it doesn't really matter at this stage. Knocking a tree down normally allows the enemy RT to find out where you are. Well, he fired a round in, even those relocating, and I'm not sure if we actually hit the target, but the enemy's got one back. And in fact, they've got 2 back, so the scores are now even again. Actually, there is still 1 RT on the enemy team. I didn't take that into account on the player list. They've still got an M44, so knocking a tree down could have actually given away your position to the enemy. And the enemy is now 1 tank ahead of us. The only... Oh, we just got hit by the M44. Yeah, it just goes to show. If the enemy finds out where you are, they'll put a shot into you, and it must have been that AMX CLC who saw us. And we're turning to face him. And that's more than likely going to attract the attention of the enemy RT. Fire a round in at the AMX, it hits the ridgeline. The problem now is that if we try to go up over the railway line, the AMX CLC is going to see us and the enemy RT is going to try and hit us. So I think Malkavian's going to try and shotgun this AMX CLC. He can't be seen at the moment, he's below the ridgeline, but oh, here comes the... Oh, ouch. Well, yep, we've been counter-batteried, and the ELC spotted for the RT, who got 1 shot in, then the ELC picked up the kill immediately afterwards. And that was the last of our teammates dying. The SU-122A, so I'm afraid it is a defeat. But at least there was that blind bombardier. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's a first-class tanker for Malkavian STR in the GW Panther. He got a bruiser medal and a fighter badge out of the minor medals, but he did pick up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, and of course he got that blind bombardier, which is a very rare thing indeed. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, we can see at the team scores, yeah, top of the table, 2,279 hit points of damage. He was doing the majority of the work for his team. In fact, 5 members of his team didn't do any damage whatsoever. And in fact, it was even worse on the enemy team because 6 of their players didn't do any damage. Or was it 6? No, 3 players didn't do any damage. Get that right. Anyway, when it came to kills, he still got the highest amount, but it's shared with the VK3001P. Both got 4 kills apiece. Then the T20 managed to get 3 kills, so did the Wizzy 131 GFT before he was killed. And when it came to base XP, well, I'm afraid it's that AMX CLC Beers. He managed to get 1,009 base experience points, and I think the majority of that's probably down to spotting. Yes, it is, 1470. Yeah, he was spotting for his teammates, and that allowed them to get the kills. Next came the T-52, spotting up and down that ridgeline, 884 base XP for him. He spotted for 3,495 hit points of damage in that game. And then came the M44, who got 747 because he did so much damage. I'm afraid Malkavian only managed to get 612 XP out of that game. But he did fire 14 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 1 penetration, and 11 splash. Damage of 2,279 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, 1 was penetration, and 2 as a result of splash damage, and both of those were from the M44, and of course the penetration was from the AMX-CLC. He damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did 1,129 hit points of stun assist of 8 stuns. On a standard account, a free-to-play account, he earned 25,454 credits, got 3,570 credits because he got the High Calibre, that's an epic medal, and so he got the Achievements Award, which is to equalise his score with that of the winning team if he's on the losing team. So his total came to 29,024 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he actually took away 9,395 credits. He received 612 base XP, got 351 again for the Achievements Award, and 1,000 for Personal Missions payout, so he took away 1,963 experience points altogether. So not a bad round in terms of credits and XP for Malkavian, and of course, nothing can take away the Bombardier, the Blind Bombardier, which was epic, it really was. He knew that there was an enemy tank there, he didn't know there were 2, and he didn't expect to actually take out both of them with that shot. So yeah, pretty good that is. But yep, it was a loss, and I think you can put that down to the rest of the team because they weren't really putting in enough effort to actually win that game. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.